How's everyone doing? Zach here, Blades LLC. We got the Toro Grandstand with the double bagger, the Toro Zmaster 60 with the triple bagger. This one I've just used for fall cleanups this year. I used this one last year for fall cleanups, spring cleanups this year, and now fall cleanups. So I'm gonna give my honest opinion on these two mowers, and primarily just be focusing on talking about the baggers today, but we'll talk about, the pros and cons to each of these if you are interested in purchasing one. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here we have the triple bagger on the Toro Zmaster. It's obvious that there's a capacity difference here. I believe these are 4 bushel bags a piece. So you're looking at, 12 bushels, and then you got a little more room over top. Now, I'm not sure if that accounts for that with the 4 bushels or not, but there is more room over the top with that bagger. This one, you're not getting much in this thing. As you can see, it's a lot smaller, and so less capacity with this. I do like how this is off to the side. Some guys do not like that, but I do like that this machine does have the bagger on the side rather than on the back, because as you know, on a grandstand there's a lot of weight already with the operator in the back, so that is kind of nice. This hose I do not like. It has to be that way, but as you can see here, we do have some holes worn into this tube. Now it's really sandy around here, so I get it, but it's kind of just sucks that you have to replace that after a couple years of use or a few seasons of use. This thing right here, the power flow, I hate this bar. It catches on uneven ground, scalps into things. You have to drop the deck down on this to get any sort of good suction. We've ran all sorts of blades on it, lifters, the low lift blades, and mulching blades, and I just can't get the results that I can with that bagging system with the Easy Vac. So this power flow is kind of Mickey Mouse. I'd say this is even more Mickey Mouse. I hate the belts on them. I've broke way more belts using this system than I have using the Easy Vac system. So I'm not a real big fan of this type of power flow, the upright. It does plug up. The hose is not big enough, I feel like. So Toro could definitely go back to the drawing board. I know that I've ranted on this thing before, but another issue that you'll run into here, see if I can do this one-handed, is your platform here. When you open this up, a bunch of it spills onto the platform, and you'll end up with a ton of stuff on that platform over time. So not really good. The biggest problem I have with this thing is that it's terribly hard to change on and off. It's really not a one-man job. It takes a little bit to get these pins. There's pins in here. I don't really care for that. Like this down here, and then up here you got to unbolt this. Not really the easiest job, and this thing's actually pretty heavy. Sorry about that. It's actually a little heavier than you would think, so I don't really care for that. But does it work? Yes, it does work, but I think Toro needs to figure out how to get the Easy Vac power flow on the Grandstand, and I think it'd be tons better. So I do like how compact it is, though. You can fit a couple of these on a trailer, no problem, so that's awesome. But yeah, let's move on to the Zmaster now, and we'll highlight some good points on this bagging system. All right, so right away, like I was saying, the capacity is super awesome on this. I feel like you can actually suck something up without having to dump. I went with the triple bag system rather than the dump from seat option, just because I feel like the capacity is a little bit better. And if you are going to be, if you don't have a billy goat debris loader or whatever where you can come back and suck it up later, it is a nice option to have it in bags so you can just dump the debris in the bed of a truck. That's super nice too. The tube is a lot bigger. I think this is an 8-inch tube as opposed to, I think that one's a 6. So it's hard too. They do wear out like those ones do, but not as nearly as fast. I have had issues with this rubber. It's inevitable. It almost seems to always crack or break, but these are extremely tough tubes compared to those. The big highlight to this is that it's easy to dump on and off. You just pull the tube off, take the power flow off, very simple. And then there's 2 pins in the sides here. So that is super, super nice. It comes off in probably a minute or 2, not very difficult at all. And yeah, the power flow, as you can see here, it does slope up, which is super nice underneath, so it doesn't dig into the side of hills quite like the one on the Grandstand. And make sure, now there are some lighter models of these Easy Vacs, and some of them won't be metal here. Make sure that if you're going to be using this for commercial use, that you get one with the metal top, because you will wear holes in the sides of them if you get the plastic type. So yeah, it's super easy to change the belt on and off on this one too. You can see it's pretty much a straight shot with the tensioner pulley, so very easy, and the suction is much better. I like too on this deck, I know if you went to a 60 on the Grandstand, it would have scalping wheels too, but I do like that the wheel will kind of almost seem to like corral some of the leaves too going in there, which is uber nice. And yeah, I just feel like that Kawasaki on the Grandstand just doesn't have quite enough oomph to do a proper, to get it up to speed good enough to blow all that stuff in. So you get into some wet stuff and you might as well forget about it, just rake it up. So yeah, but overall, this is the way to go right here if you are looking to do commercial leaf cleanups. Definitely go Zmaster sit-down bagging system over this one. I'd do it any day. So that's all I got for now, guys. It is uber cold here. We're in central Minnesota and it has been like 9 degrees. It was 9 degrees last night, so probably not more than 20 right now. So definitely a cold day. I'm gonna get back inside, get to some Thanksgiving stuff. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you're doing well, having a blessed day, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching.